This story right here has to be one of the most disturbing ones that I have done so far this year, and I've done quite a few of them. It's kind of hard to keep track. But I'm sure some of my subscribers may have sent me this story, but after seeing Phil from the Advised Show and Paris Milan and probably a couple of other YouTubers speak on it, I said I have to say something about this. Now, in this picture is an I can't even call him a person. I'm just going to refer to him as a demonic entity known as Nicholas Ninow. He's 21 years old, and he did the not so shocking or surprising for someone of its nature, but also something that is definitely monstrous in the grand scheme of things. So he was at this restaurant in Zimbabwe, and this little girl went into the restroom. A little 6-year-old black girl went into the restroom. And before I go any further, parents, especially black parents, you need to watch your kids at all times in public spaces, because you never know what might actually happen. But anyway, she went into the restroom. He must have saw her. He went in behind her, took her into a stall, and raped her. Now, over all the noise and commotion that might have been happening inside the restaurant, because you know when conversations are going on, it could be loud depending on how many people are there. But people said that they could hear yelling and screaming coming from the men's room. So some of the guys who was in the restaurant heard the noise, and they went over and decided to investigate. And when they got in there and they opened up that stall, they saw the unthinkable. This guy had his pants down and was basically raping this young girl. They pulled the girl away from the guy, and they proceeded to whoop his ass. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post the video to this, because there's a video that goes along with it. You can actually see where they're confronting the guy. They should have did more than just beat him down. Now that right there, I always say, when it comes to rape and anything, especially that of children, scrotum crunching. There's no other way that you can put it. That's the only punishment that I feel should be delivered in situations such as these. There's no other way around it. But what made this even more crazier is when his mother made a statement. She said that she blames her black neighbor for using voodoo for why her son did what he did. See, there they go again. No matter where at in the world they are, they use the same technique of blame a black person. And I wonder if the neighbor was a black man. I think it was a black man. So you're trying to tell me that your black neighbor used voodoo and convinced your 21-year-old son to go and rape this 6-year-old girl in a bathroom stall at a restaurant. She's just as bad as he is. Then he tried to claim that he has a mental illness and everything like that, even though if you listen to the video, he clearly stated that he's not mentally ill. But now he wants to claim that he is. And then you had some people who I guess were donating money to him for a GoFundMe, saying along the lines of, it's not what we see, anything like that. It's exactly what we saw. It's on video. The guy had his pants down. The only thing you didn't see was the little girl. They probably made sure to not record, start recording with her in the video. But in the video, you'll see that he's bloody because they went in on him, but they didn't go in hard enough. Like that bump going to jail, he would not have made it out of the restaurant alive. It's certain crimes like this that jail time cannot do. I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, we know that this happened overseas. We know that this happened in Africa, in Zimbabwe. But we all know Me Too and Time's Up and all them heifers ain't going to say a damn thing when it comes to this, because it was a white man and a little black girl that did this. And because he's not rich and so-called powerful, we know they're not going to go after him either. Because I remember, think they said that their mission was to go after rich, powerful men or something like that. So they're only going after the men with money. And I don't know what this guy's financial status is, but it ain't on the level of the ones that they're going after. So they're not going to pay any attention to it, and they're going to continue to turn a blind eye, like they've been doing in many cases. But this guy deserves the ultimate punishment, and jail time isn't it. It just isn't. He deserves what Phil calls jungle justice. We call it street justice here, but they call it over there, they call it jungle justice. Basically the same thing. There's really no other way around it. And I'm noticing in this picture he's there with a dog. I worry about that dog, because whatever he'll do to a human being, who knows what he'll do to an animal. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will post the link to the video and an article in the description, as well as the contact information. And I'll talk to you in the next one.